God damn, that shit hot, bruh. Damn. Damn. I got some EFOC. Look at that. Look at the coffee. It's coffee, guys. I'm a boomer. All right. What a great start. What a great start. Am I right? Or am I right? All right. Let me take another sip before we continue. I need to let it cool down. Okay. Lock in. So today, aim training, and I know we went over it last episode, kind of, but briefly. And I have a lot of things to cover today. So I'm going to sound like a nerd, and you're probably going to make fun of me in the comments, but this is all true. And this is all science-based and everything. So you're going to listen to me, and I don't care what you say, because I know this is right. I've done my research. I've done my time. So listen to me. So, aim training. Like I said last episode, there are 3 types of aim training. Kovacs, Aim Lab, Aim Trainer, Fortnite. Maps, kind of. I don't care what you use. Whatever works best for you. If you don't like Aim Lab, don't use Aim Lab. If you don't like Kovacs, don't use Kovacs. If you don't like Fortnite, don't use Fortnite. But there's a lot of things I have to say about aim training. And a lot of people do it wrong. A lot of people don't do aim training right. And so I want to start off by saying the most important golden rule ever frickin' invented ever frickin'. And that is slow down. Please to God, slow down, bro. Because I know these people who watch these Kovacs, like Mongrel's Kovacs, like his skills, yeah, he's good. He's crazy at Kovacs. But the thing is, you're not going to be that good in a day. You're not going to be that good in a week. You're not going to be that good in a month. You know how long Mongrel sits in Kovacs? He sits in there for so long. There's a reason he's a pro. He sits in there. He put hours and hours and hours into that. And so you need to slow down, be consistent with your shots. I'm talking about so imagine this is my mouse, right? That's how fast you should be going. I need you to be consistent, slow down, and controlled movements. None of it should be that's stupid, because you're not going to be that good. You do not have that much mouse comfortability right now to be that good. So what I want you to do is start with 6 tiles, 1 wall. And if you don't know what that is, it's like Kovacs. You have the 6 tiles on one singular wall, and you're going back and forth, and they respawn. So what I want you to focus on is get used to how far you need to move your mouse to get to the next tile, the next object, the next player. And I want you to get used to it. Once you get used to it, you can start picking up the pace and getting faster and faster. I lost my train of thought. That coffee hit me way too hard. Once you're comfortable with this is not going to be a daily thing. This is going to be a freaking... You need to be doing this every day for a month to start speeding things up. You need to get comfortable. I mean comfortable. So once you're comfortable with crosshair placement, aim crosshair placement, I want you to get better at controlled tracking. And there's a difference between tracking and controlled tracking. And you will notice that you do not have controlled tracking if you go into with what are they called? A thin tracking map, and you're shaking all over the place. That's how you know you're just tracking. You're not controlled tracked. And there's many things that contribute to non-controlled tracking. And you need good nutrition. You need to eat good foods. I know it sounds stupid. You want to be a Fortnite pro, and you still have to eat good foods. I mean, that's how it works, man. You need good nutrition for your body to work right. And you need to be hydrated. If you're not hydrated, that is the number one thing. You could still eat shit food and be hydrated and still have good tracking, but you could not eat good and not drink water and there's no way you're going to be good. You need to hydrate, because if you don't hydrate, you're going to be shaky. Another thing is not too hot or not too cold. You don't want your room to be smoking hot, because you are not going to be able to play right. And you don't want it to be too cold, because you're going to shiver. So these are kind of the physical signs of bad aim, uh, mental signs, really the only thing that you're gonna have is being nervous or being way too locked in. Like, and locked in as I mean like gripping the mouse too hard or even gripping the mouse too soft. If you're not gripping it hard enough, it's not going to be consistent. And so, like I said last episode, I want you to mess with your sensitivity and mess with it until you can actually get a good sensitivity so that you don't have to pick up your mouse and drag it, especially with the tracking. Like, I want you to do a full 360 without picking up your mouse. And that is how you get good, is being able to control a decently fast sense. And like I said last episode, because this is a golden rule, is that your sense is your sense, not the pros. You cannot take people's sensitivities. It's your sensitivity. You cannot get used to somebody else's sense. That's not how it works. You can't do that. Find your own sensitivity. So once you're done with your simulations, as in like aim training, Kovacs, like I want you to move on to more realistic props and objects. Like there's like a bunch of glider maps in Fortnite that you can do glider tracking, and wingsuits. You need to figure out how to track wingsuits, and I recommend Zero Build. I am top 2K in the world on Zero Build because I used to play it a lot. Because the things like that you learn in Zero Build are crazy, and it's so underrated. You learn how to alright, that's what you learn. But I'm kidding, I keep blanking out. But you can learn how to late rotate, early rotate without movement. Like, there's so many things that you get to learn in Zero Build that you aren't able to learn as well in builds. So like rotating and relying on your aim to be better than others. It's literally in-game aim training. That's all Zero Build is if your aim is better than their aim and more consistent, you're gonna win every fight. And you will know if your aim is good enough, because you will hop in that Zero Build match and get shit on every single time. And the last thing I want to say, so grind Zero Build, and the last thing I want to say is headshot only maps. There's a bunch of headshot only box fights that you can play, and this is going to work a lot on aiming for the head, especially, and flicking to the head. This is going to be really beneficial because even a little bit of damage can save you from a loss and save you from, God, my ear's itchy, bro, and save you from not qualing to a tournament or from your first earnings, anything that could be traumatizing for you. Because I know I messed up a lot because of my aim. So please just don't be nervous when you're fighting. That's something that I'm going to cover in probably quite some time, because confidence is something that you need to learn later. Obviously it's important, but not as important as going over the basics. So really that's all I have to say this episode. I mean, it's pretty brief. It just takes a long time to get actually used to your aim sensitivity, and it's not going to be a one-day thing, like I say all the time. So I want you to keep doing that. And that's really all I got for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. I believe next episode is crosshair placement, I believe. I'm pretty sure that one's going to be pretty brief. So, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope it helped a lot. Don't move on until you're done with aim training. But yeah, peace out.